Kyle's video.
I'm taking over.
We're back at it again.
Yeah. What is up, guys? Zach Selesky.
I'm Kyle.
Hello, Mr. Kyle Fonts, and we are Americans in Germany. Yeah. We are back for another one.
Back at it again.
With the vlogs. But this is going to be kind of a continuation on to the last video, which is...
Vlog?
As always, this is going to be kind of a continuation of my last video.
This is my video.
Germany versus Poland cultural differences. Now,
this is
Kyle's video. He's going to be comparing, I know a lot of you guys are probably going to hate this, but Germany versus France. A lot of differences, trust me. So,
I'm going to keep it light, sweet, and to the point.
Bang,
nice
bang,
and perfect.
Bang.
So, we're in Germany now. And when I was in France 3 years ago when I was playing, so it's been kind of some time, so I don't remember necessarily everything because it really stuck out to me while I was there. So
as always, the big thing, my favorite, food. Kyle, what is the difference of food?
Well, like what you said in your previous video, you know, you get all the same things. You know, you get beef, you get chicken, you get pork, you get, you know, all that stuff. It's just how they cook, it's different. And the French love to put cheese on everything. And so what they'll do is, you know, you get like a chicken breast or whatever, and then they'll melt some cheese and then just put it all over the top, and it's just... Now, some of the cheeses and stuff in France are very good. Some of them are very good, but have a really interesting odor. If you've ever like experimented with cheese before, you know exactly what I mean. There's a couple cheeses that you just smell and you go, oh, what is that? And you're like, oh, that's actually really good. Like, it tastes awesome. Especially with chicken or whatever. But the other thing that is real popular there, and it's kind of like here, where beer's cheaper than water in some cases. There, wine was cheaper than water. There was a lot of really good
you hear that, ladies? Wine is cheap.
Yeah, wine is cheap in France.
The one of the things that I think for any American, the toughest thing is usually coming to a new culture is going to be everyday life.
In everyday life.
Everyday life.
So I was in a little small town about an hour outside by train, an hour outside of Paris. About 45 minutes southwest of Lille, which is in the northern region of France. And so it wasn't like I was looking at the Eiffel Tower every day. Yeah, Amiens, that was just A-M-I-E-N-S. And if I'm still saying it wrong, I'm sorry.
What the dick?
You know, every city, I would say every city in Europe has its own like character.
Yeah.
Just because of how old everything is, you know, everything's been here for so long. Because way back, each city had its own culture, you know, and so each city still kind of holds on to a little bit of their own culture. So I would say every city is unique. But Amiens was really cool. It was the largest Gothic cathedral in France. Was at the center of my town, so it was gorgeous to look at. I mean, you think the cathedral in center of town's big, like it double the size. Like it was massive, really cool. I had a really interesting, and this kind of go on to my experiences. Never forget this. There was maybe 20 or 30 cemeteries that were military cemeteries from different countries, whether it be France, Britain, Australia, whatever. And it was, I mean, literally, you had just no space. I mean, just right next to each other, you know, gravestone, 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 gravestone. There might have been anywhere between 10 to 100,000 gravestones in any given one. For Germany, one of my best experiences in Germany was Berlin is absolutely beautiful. I had a great time in Berlin. I mean, this whole thing's an experience, to be totally honest. Seeing all the World War II, like actual World War II history and different things each city has to offer is just one of the craziest things I think about Europe, just how each country is like that. You know, it has
as always, the $1,000,000 question. Kyle, what were the people like?
What were the people like? We'll start with Germany, just because I'm here right now. The people here are very, very nice. They're very literal.
Oh yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Sarcasm exists in their language. It
Yes.
exists. But if you're in a situation where somebody's actually looking for an answer, you need to legitly give them one.
Yeah. And trust me, they'll let you know too.
Yeah, but they're very friendly, and like what Zach said as well, it's very, at least where we are in Germany, is very westernized. So you have a lot of British, American influences due to army bases and stuff like that. So you have, the language has been exposed here because there's been a huge amount of people that have lived here over time speaking the language. So it's not difficult to go down to the gas station or go down to the store and get something or have a question and get that answered. France. Who?
What are the French people like, Kyle?
No, the French people are very, very, very nice. They're very friendly, especially when you're coming over here and you're doing what we're doing. You're not coming over on vacation, it's not, you're coming over here to work, you're coming over here to live, and they understand that, and they try to, just like every team here, they try to make your time enjoyable, Well, I would say outside of football. As a whole, as you're going to the store and going to the gas station and stuff like that, movie theater or whatnot. If you go to France, you have to speak French. I might have been in a small town, but when I went to Paris, nobody spoke English either. So, yeah, you must speak the language, and there were several times in which I was there where I was asked to speak French because I was in France, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in their country, I should speak their language. Or people wouldn't answer my questions, or stuff like that sometimes, and I was kind of left on my own. If you're in France, you really need to speak the language to really help out. Now, this could be who I ran into. If you go to France, read up on some French.
Learn the language.
Read up on some French.
You just download some Duolingo, you have at it.
Oh yeah, because learning a language is that easy.
And the last thing, and of course, this is the number one reason why
we're here.
We're both here. American football. Kyle, Germany versus France.
Germany versus France. Okay, so France is, I would say, one of the top 3 or 4 other countries, American football in Europe. They kind of go back and forth between either Italy, Austria, Germany, and France. I would say Germany's probably number 1, followed by either Italy, Austria, or France, mixing up the 2, 3, and 4 spots.
They got some big people.
Yeah, and they've got the population in France has the ability, like what Zach said about Poland, is they have the size of the people that you need to be able to play and really develop football players. Both Germany and France have that. I would say overall Germany is the better football country. It's been here longer. I think France has actually been around close to 40 years, something like that. But I would say that the way that the German people kind of took to it, the fact that they do get so much more people at the games, and they market it a little bit better and stuff, I think that contributes to why the German football is a little bit better. France, it's just marketed a little bit differently. I was in a second division team, so it wasn't like the first top division, so it was a little bit different. We didn't travel. We just traveled across northern France. We didn't go all over. I had a good experience due to the fact that I think Germany's been around a lot longer. They're a little bit better in at the earlier stages, the development of the younger players. Even though I was also in the city where the French national football team practiced and trained and everything, we did have a lot of young guys and stuff, but I know it wasn't like that everywhere. Because of who?
Well, yeah, lucky.
Yeah, they really focused on bringing up the young guys, and so we had a lot of really young guys that were very, very talented.
There you go, guys. That is the cultural differences, Kyle's cultural differences between Germany and France. Hope you guys like this series, and if you haven't yet, like and subscribe as always. And Kyle's.
Give us an idea for one of our last videos.
Yeah. because
we're wrapping up here in Germany here in about a week. So
yeah, we got at the time that we're filming this, it's gonna be about a week.
6 days.
Yeah, so it is the 10th, which means that we actually leave the 17th, which is next week.
But it's the evening time, so
yeah, so
day's over.
Day's done. But that's the thing. We only got a little bit of time left, so you guys will probably also have a game day vlog, and then a goodbye vlog, and then all that good stuff.
An airplane vlog.
Airplane. We're gonna have an airport vlog.
A Taco Bell in Atlanta vlog.
Oof.
I can't wait for my stomach to explode.
Taco Bell review vlog. Oh.
After being
mukbang, baby. Taco Bell mukbang. Let's go.